In lane number 510, V. Muhammad Ajmal of Services. In lane 6329, Rahul Ramesh Kadam of Maharashtra. In lane number 7305, Ankit Kumar Tiwari of Madhya Pradesh. And in lane number 8635, Ajit Chauhan of Uttar Pradesh. The national record for 200 meters stands in the name of Annas Jacob with 20.63 seconds created in 2018, while the meet record stands in the name of S. Arunjit with 20.92 seconds created in 2007. And as far as the last edition of this championship is concerned, for the even 200 meters, it happens to be Abhinav Panwar of Delhi winning the gold, Karre Ashok of Services winning the silver, and Maniganda Arumugam of Tamil Nadu winning the bronze. All these three athletes are not available for this championship, and two of the medalists of the national championships by name three athletes are not available for this championship, and two of the medalists of the national championships by name Ilake Dasan of Railways and Nitin of Tamil Nadu are available for this championship, and they'll be taking up their race in Heat 3. And again, it is Raghul Kumar, Amlon Burgahain, Gajanan Bahadur Mistry, Muhammad Ajmal, Rahul Ramesh Kadam, Ankit Kumar Tiwari, and Ajit Chauhan. That was the start of the first heat of 200 meters for men competitors. And that is Amal Burgahain moving in the front. Amal Burgahain of Assam was well ahead of other athletes, leaving Muhammad Ajmal of Services to the second spot and Raghul Kumar Ganesh Kumar of Tamil Nadu to the third spot. Well, that happens to be the That was the start of the first heat of 200 meters for men competitors. And here you could see from lane number 3, Amlan Burgahain of Assam, putting up speed and keeping ahead himself, having the second person to his right and the third to his left. So that happened to be the first event for day 4 as far as the stadium is concerned already. The 50-kilometer race walk final for men is happening outside the stadium. And that happens to be the results of Amlon Burgahain of Assam clocking on top with 21.00 seconds. Muhammad Ajmal of Services finishing for the second spot with 21.18, while Raghul Kumar Ganesh Kumar finishes for the third spot with 21.37 seconds. Gajanan Bahadur finishing for the fourth place with 21.84 seconds. Rahul Ramesh finishing for the fifth place with 22.04 seconds. Ankit Kumar Tiwari of Madhya Pradesh with 22.49 seconds for the sixth place, and Ajit Chauhan for the seventh place with 22.60 seconds. And as far as the Heat 2, it is K.S. Pranav, B. Sivakumar, Vinayak Nagaraj, Nalubuthu Shanmuga Srinivas, A. Vignesh, and Aditya Yadav. A. Vignesh, representing Tamil Nadu, happens to be the bronze medal winner of the last Federation Cup with a timing of 21.57 seconds. And as far as the 200 meters event is concerned, in the last interstate, Lovepreet Singh of Punjab had won the gold for a timing of 21.04 seconds. Kaliga Kumarage of Sri Lanka won the silver with 21.13 seconds. B. Nitin of Tamil Nadu won the bronze with 21.20 seconds. As far as the last Federation Cup, Ilakya Dasan of Tamil Nadu with 21.19 seconds for gold. Akshay Nain of Delhi with 21.27 seconds for silver. And A. Vignesh of Tamil Nadu with 21.57 seconds for bronze. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to take you over to the start line, and that is lane number 3, B. Sivakumar of Tamil Nadu, representing Railways with bib number 450. Lane number 4, 266, Vinayak Nagaraj Sottananava of Karnataka. Lane number 5, 158, Nallubotu Shanmuga Srinivas of Andhra Pradesh. Lane number 6, 579, A. Vignesh of Tamil Nadu, who happens to be the bronze medal winner of the last Federation Cup. Lane number 7, 312, Aditya Yadav of Madhya Pradesh. A. Vignesh from lane number 6 happens to be the bronze medalist of the last Federation Cup. And that happens to be the start of the second heat of 200 meters for men competitors. From inside, B. Sivakumar of Railways pushing himself forward, and along with him we do have Nallubotu Shanmuga Srinivas of Andhra Pradesh. And as you see over there, from lane number 3 with bib number 450, B. Sivakumar of Railways is rushing up, having in lane number 5, Nallubotu Shanmuga Srinivas of Andhra Pradesh along with him. And of course, Nallubotu Srinivas of Andhra Pradesh is a little ahead of him. Nallubotu's Shanmuga Srinivas finishing for the top spot with 21.38 seconds. B. Sivakumar of Railways finishing for the second spot with 21.52 seconds. A. Vignesh of Tamil Nadu for the third spot with 21.94 seconds. Vinayak Nagaraj for the fourth spot with 22.65 seconds. Aditya Yadav of Madhya Pradesh for the fifth spot with 22.93 seconds. As far as the first and second heats are concerned, the timing of the first heat happens to be a better one, with Amlon Borgohain of Assam clocking 21.00 seconds for the first place. For the second place in the first heat happens to be with V. Muhammad Ajmal of Services with 21.18 seconds. The third place of the first heat happens to be with Ragul Kumar Ganesh Kumar of Tamil Nadu with 21.37 seconds. And only after that it comes to the second heat with Nallubotu Shanmuga Srinivas of Andhra Pradesh with 21.38 seconds. and B. Sivakumar of Railways, clocking for the next timing, who happens to be the second place winner in second heat with 21.52 seconds. Zone, Rohit, Sashank Balwantrao Shinde, Yes Yuvaraj, Ilakia Dasan, who is in lane number 5 with bib number 444, happens to be the gold medal winner of the last Federation Cup with a timing of 21.19 seconds. And athlete in lane number 6, B. Nitin with bib number 581, happens to be the bronze medal winner of the last interstate with a timing of 21.20 seconds. They are the two medalists of the past nationals are available for this championship. Taking you over to the start line of 200 meters, it is 260 in lane number 2, Rohit of Karnataka. In lane number 3, 160, Sashank Balwantrao Shinde of Chhattisgarh. In lane number 4, 548, Yes Yuvaraj of Services. In lane number 5, 444 Ilakia Dasan of Railways, who happens to be the gold medal winner of the last Federation Cup. Lane number 6581 B Nitin, who happens to be the bronze medal winner of the last interstate. And in lane number 7223 Ayush Dabaz of Haryana.
The last heat in 200 meters is about to begin.
That was the start of the third heat of 200 meters for men competitors. That happens to be the last heat. .581 putting himself forward, that is B Nitin, well ahead of the other athletes, having Ilakya Dasan for the second spot. And that is a replay for you. And from here you can watch out the athlete in lane number 6 in black tops. He is very much ahead of the other athletes. B Nitin of Tamil Nadu moving in front, having Ilakya Dasan of Railways for the second spot, and Ayush Dabas hopefully for the third spot. Yes, that's right. B Nitin clocking 21.47 seconds. Ilakya Dasan of Railways clocking 21.62 seconds. Ayush Dabas clocking 21.89 seconds. Sashank Balwantrao Shinde of Chhattisgarh getting the fourth place with 22.03 seconds. Rohit of Karnataka for the fifth place with 22.55 seconds. And yes, Yuvaraj for the sixth place with 22.72 seconds. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at the conclusion of the third heat, as we have been already discussing, the first one happens to be the fastest among the three heats, that is Amlan Burgohain of Assam, clocking 21.00 seconds, topping as per the timing. And the next best time is also from heat number 1 with V. Muhammad Ajmal of Services for a timing of 21.18 seconds. And third place also hails from heat number 1 with Ragul Kumar Ganesh Kumar of Tamil Nadu with 21.37 seconds. And thereafter, it moves to the second heat, that is 21.38 seconds with Nallubothu Shanmuga Srinivas. So relatively, first one happens to be the fastest, occupying all the top three timings. Well, as we move on to the start line of 200 meters in the women's section, we'll be having two heats to go. In the first heat, it will be A. Chandralekha, Himani Chandal, Diandara Dudley Valadares, Jeevanji Deepthi, Archana S. Susindran, Litika, and Himanshi Malik. Well, taking you over to the start line, in lane number 2, we have 414, A. Chandralekha of Railways, who happens to be the bronze medal winner of the last edition of this championship. In lane number 2, 618, Himani Chandal of Uttar Pradesh. That happens to be lane number 3. And lane number 4, 316, Deandra Dudley Valadares of Maharashtra. In lane number 5, 597, Jeevanji Deepthi of Telangana. In lane number 6, 576, Archana S. Susindran. In lane number 7, 252, M. Litika of Karnataka. In lane number 8, 212, Himanshi Malik of Haryana. Archana S. Susindran, who is in lane number 6 with bib number 576, happens to be the silver medal winner of the last edition of this championship and the bronze medal winner of the Federation Cup. She is in lane number 6 with bib number 576. The national record stands with Saraswati Saha with 22.82 seconds created in 2002, while the meet record is also with Saraswati Saha with 22.83 seconds created in 2002. Two of the medalists of the last national championships are taking part. One in lane number 6 by name Archana Susindran with 576, another in lane number 2 with bib number 414 by name A. Chandralekha from Railways. Well, that was the start of the first heat of 200 meters for women. And there you could see Archana leading the pack, having A. Chandralekha for the second spot and Deandra Dudley Valadares of Maharashtra for the third spot. As they start for the heat number 1, here itself we could locate Archana Susindran of Tamil Nadu moving in front, having to her left Chandralekha Anandan, to the extreme left, and the alternate left, it is Deandra Dudley Valadares of Maharashtra. Well, Archana Susindran topping with a timing of 23.97 seconds, while Chandralekha finishes with 24.52 seconds. Deandra Dudley Valadares of Maharashtra with 24.68 seconds. Himanshi Malik of Haryana for the fourth spot with 24.80 seconds. Himani Chandal of Uttar Pradesh for the fifth spot with 25.11 seconds. Jeevanji Deepthi of Telangana for the sixth spot with 25.17 seconds. M. Litika of Karnataka for the seventh spot with 25.24 seconds. And as far as the second heat is concerned, Enes Inchara, Taranjit Kaur, Kiran Pahal, Harika Devi, Antaram Daneshwari, Neetu Prajapati and KM Tina. And as far as this heat is concerned, in lane number 5, we have bib number 598 by name Harika Devi Antaram of Telangana. Harika Devi Antaram of Telangana happens to be the bronze medal winner of the last interstate with a timing of 24.64 seconds. In the last edition of this championship, Duti Chand of Odisha bagged the gold for 23.17 seconds, while Archana Susindran of Tamil Nadu bagged silver for 23.41 seconds. A. Chandralekha of Railways had bagged bronze for 23.74 seconds. In the last interstate, P.D. Anjali of Kerala bagged gold for 24.01 seconds. Jemane of Sri Lanka with 24.08 for silver medal. Harika Devi Antaram of Telangana with 24.64 seconds for bronze. And in the last Federation Cup, Puma Raju of Karnataka with 53.57 seconds for gold. Subha Venkatesan of Tamil Nadu with 54.48 seconds for silver, and Kiran Pahal of Haryana with 54.55 seconds for bronze. Well, ladies and gentlemen, taking you over to the start line of 200 meters, heat 2. In lane number 2, we have 255 N.S. Inchara of Karnataka. Lane number 3, 168 Taranjit Kaur of Delhi. Lane number 4, 419 Kiran Pahal of Railways. Lane number 6, 394 A.T. Daneshwari of Railways. Lane number 7, 301 Neetu Prajapati of Madhya Pradesh. Lane number 8, 629 KM Tina of Uttar Pradesh. So as far as the second heat is concerned, none of the past medalists or the current medalist of the nationals are available for this. .97 seconds clocked by Archana Susindran in the first heat. And this happens to be the start of the second heat of 200 meters for women. And that happens to be A.T. Daneshwari of Railways and Taranjit Kaur of Delhi moving in front. Taranjit Kaur finishes on top. Yes, as we could witness here, fifth lane being vacant. From lane number 3, it is Taranjit Kaur of Delhi putting herself in front, having A.T. Dhyaneshwari of Railways for the second spot. And hopefully it is Kiran Pahal of Railways for the third spot. Yes. And that is the long jump arena for the heptathlon athletes. And there is 211 Sonu Kumari of Haryana taking her trials at the long jump arena. There is on scoreboard at long jump. Soumya Murugan of Railways to take a trial. Soumya Murugan of Railways on the move. And that happens to be a jump of 5.03 meters for Soumya Murugan. It will be 281 Helen Sahi of Kerala to take up a first trial. Helen Sahi of Kerala. And that happens to be a jump of 4.97 meters for Helen Sahi of Kerala. And now it will be the turn of 283 Maria Thomas of Kerala. The previous jumper, Maria Thomas of Kerala, had performed 5.04 meters in her first trial, and it will be the turn of 342 Ritu of Punjab. And that happens to be the results for the second heat of 200 meters. 24.32 seconds being clocked by Taranjeet Kaur of Delhi for the top spot. Kiran Pahal getting the second spot with 24.90 seconds, while A.T. Dhyaneshwari getting the third one with 24.91 seconds. Enes Inchira of Karnataka for the fourth spot with 24.99 seconds. K.M. Tina for the fifth spot with 25.63 seconds. Neetu Prajapati of Madhya Pradesh for the sixth spot with 26.22 seconds. The trials. Madhu of railways. That happens to be a foul. And simultaneously along the side of long jump we could see the triple jump men competitors taking their trial jumps. I hope that happens to be the competition. Is that the competition? 380. Ranjit Singh of Punjab. It was foul for him. Women heptathlon athletes are taking it their long jump. The second trial is in progress, while alongside the triple jumpers in the men competition do have their qualifying round. It's going to be Sonu Kumari of Haryana. 'Sonu Kumari of Haryana is about to take her second trial. 5.25 was the performance in her first trial, and now it is 5.43 meters. She had improved to 5.43 from 5.25. And as far as the jump by 415 Soumya Murugan, it was at 5.29 meters. From 5.03 meters in the first jump, she improved to 5.29. And the next athlete to take up the trial will be Helen Saji of Kerala. She is moving on for her second trial. Helen Saji of Kerala moving for her second one. Helen Saji of Kerala had performed 4.97 meters in her first trial, and this happens to be the second trial for her. And she had made a mark of 5.03 meters from 4.97. 'It'll be the turn of 342 Ritu of Punjab. No, it's 283 Maria Thomas of Kerala. Maria Thomas of Kerala had taken a second trial while the first one measured for 5.04 meters. 4.93 meters being marked in the second trial by Maria Thomas of Kerala. She gone down to 4.93 from 5.04 meters. It'll be 342 Ritu of Punjab to take her second trial. .09 in the second trial for Ritu of Punjab. The two trials got over. The heptathlete athletes are about to take up their third trial. It will be Akshata of Karnataka to start with for the third trial. Akshata of Karnataka moving for the third trial. 5.66 meters being marked by Akshata of Karnataka in a third trial. It will be 188. Kajal of Haryana to take her third trial. That happens to be a jump of 5.11 meters for Kajal of Haryana in a third trial. And now it's 390 Madhu of Railways. The second happened to be foul for her. Now she's on her third. It will be 390 Madhu of Railways for the third trial now. Madhu of Railways moving on. The previous one being the foul. The third jump is being measured. And that happens to be 5.16 meters for Madhu of Railways in a third trial. And next, it will be 166 Rimpi Dabas of Delhi. That happens to be a foul for Rimpi Dabas in a third trial. Following this, it will be the turn of Sonu Kumari of Haryana. Sonu Kumari of Haryana. She made a mark of 5.25 meters in a first trial, 5.43 in a second trial, and this is the third one. And that happens to be 5.39 meters for Sonu Kumari of Haryana in a third trial. And it is Soumya Murugan of Railways taking a third trial. Soumya Murugan of Railways in a first trial made a mark of 5.03 meters. In the second one, 5.29 meters. And this is the third. 5.32 meters being scored by Soumya Murugan of Railways in a third trial. And it will be the turn of 281 Helen Saji of Kerala. 281 Helen Saji of Kerala. For Helen Saji of Kerala, it was 4.97 meters in a first trial, 5.03 meters in a second trial, and the third one is being measured. It stands at 5.07 from 4.97 to 5.03 and to 5.07, a marginal improvement through all the three trials. Two eight three. Maria Thomas of Kerala will be taking her third turn. For Maria Thomas of Kerala, the first one happened to be at 5.04 meters. The second trials at 4.93 meters. She had gone down from 5.04 to 4.93 in the second. And the third one is being measured. And third one stands at 4.98. Even though there is a marginal improvement from the second, the first one happens to be the best for her with 5.04 meters. Three four two Ritu of Punjab. Moving on for the third trial. 4.91 being performed by Ritu of Punjab in a third trial. The previous one happened to be at 5.09 meters for Ritu. With long jump got over for heptathlon athletes, the next one will be javelin throw, which will be taken up at 10 a.m. for the heptathlon athletes. Well, we are taking over to the triple jump arena wherein the men competitors Group A are having their trials, and that happens to be 370. Gurjaban Singh of Punjab moving for the third trial. And after the jump, it seems that Gurjaban Singh of Punjab is not having a free walk. 14.72. 14.72 meters by Gurjaban Singh of Punjab in his third trial. And as far as Group A qualifying round is concerned, Arpinder Singh of ONGC, Bhupender Singh of Haryana, Gurjaban Singh of Punjab, C. Praveen of Tamil Nadu, Krishna Singh of Maharashtra, Ranjit Singh of Punjab, U. Karthik of Services, B. Dinesh of All India Police, Mohammad Zubair of Railways, and Jay Shah of Maharashtra. And the national record for triple jump in the men's section stands with Ranjit Maheshwari at 17.30 meters, while the meet record also stands in his name with 16.97 meters created in 2010. The national record had been created in 2016, and now it will be the turn of 380 Ranjit Singh of Punjab to take his third trial. That happens to be a foul for Ranjit Singh of Punjab. And as far as triple jump is concerned, in the last edition of this championship, U. Karthik of Services happens to be the gold medal winner with a performance of 16.78 meters. Abdullah Abubakar of Services for the second place with 16.55 meters. And Vimal Mukesh Tamilchi of Kerala with 16.10 meters for the bronze medal. And it will be the turn of V. Dinesh for the third trial. V. Dinesh of All India Police V. Dinesh of All India Police moving for the third trial. Not a full jump. Hop and skip were okay, and the jump was not to the full extent. 13.89 meters. 13.89 meters by V. Dinesh of All India Police. Following him, it will be 476 Mohammed Zubair of Railways. Lost his rhythm. That happens to be a foul in the third trial for Mohammed Zubair of Railways. And it will be the turn of 331 Jay Shah of Maharashtra for the third trial. Jay Shah of Maharashtra coming up in a rapid speed. .38 meters for Jay Shah of Maharashtra in his third trial.
ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਦੋਨੇ ਬਰਾਬਰ ਹੀ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਖੱਬਾ ਸੱਜਾ। ਉੱਚਾ ਨੀਵਾਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਤਾਂ ਕੰਮ ਖਰਾਬ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਾ।
Group B. For Group B men competitors, 15.50 by Anil Kumar Bhagirathi Sahu of Maharashtra. And that's going to be 376 Kamaljeet Singh of Punjab. And as far as the triple jump, Abdullah Abu Bakr with bib number 508 is very much in this second heat. 14.08 is the performance. Well, we are taking you over to the javelin throw arena for the heptathlon athletes. One double-eyed Kajal of Haryana is taking a fast trial. One double-eyed Kajal of Haryana had taken her first trial already, and that happens to be at 30.87 meters. And that is 390. Madhu of Railways. That happens to be a foul for 166. And now it will be the turn of Sonu Kumari of Haryana. It will be Soumya Murugan of Railways to take up a turn. That is by the previous thrower, Sonu Kumari of Haryana had made a mark of 34.73 meters in a first trial of javelin throw. Soumya Murugan of Railways also completed. She had made a mark of 34 point. That happens to be Sonu Kumari's performance, and that is 37.20 meters by Soumya Murugan. And next one it will be Helen Saji of Kerala. .80 meters for Helen Saji of Kerala. It will be Maria Thomas of Kerala to take a turn. That happened to be a foul. It's going to be Ritu of Punjab with bib number 342. And that happens to be 27.94 meters for Ritu of Punjab. Akshata of Karnataka is about to take a trial. .89 in the second trial for Akshata. And there is 188 Kajal of Haryana. She had performed 30.87 meters in her first trial, and the second one is being measured now.
Clean 1 minute already late.
29.55 meters. Kajal of Haryana got decreased to 29.55 meters from 30.87 meters, and that is going to be 390 Madhu of Railways. This happens to be her second trial. .29.44 meters. For Madhu of Railways. And the next competitor is Rimpi Dabas of Delhi. The previous one being the foul, she is moving for the second. .25.67 for Rimpi Dabas in a second trial. It will be 211 Sonu Kumari of Haryana to take up a second trial. In the first one, she made a mark of 34.73 meters. .34.02 From 34.73 meters, she got decreased to 34.02. And that happens to be S. Soumya of M. Soumya of Railways. The previous one happens to be a better one for Soumya Murugan with 37.20 meters. And now this is being measured. That is at 34.02 meters. Sorry, that happens to be the. Now it is 36.52 meters. From 37.20 meters, she got decreased to 36.52 meters. And it will be the turn of Helen Saji of Kerala for the second trial. The previous one for her is at 22.80 meters. .60. She got decreased more. From 22.80 meters, she decreased to 19.60 meters. That is Helen Saji of Kerala. It will be Maria Thomas of Kerala to take her trial. It's going to be Ritu of Punjab to take her next trial. Two eight three 29.26 meters. For Ritu of Punjab, it is at 25.03 meters. And that will be the third trial for Akshata of Karnataka. Akshata of Karnataka had made a mark of 31.58 meters. In the first trial, 32.89 meters in the second one. In the third one, it is 30.84. It will be Kajal of Haryana. .87 meters in the first trial, 29.55 meters in the second trial. 32.12 meters scored by Kajal. And that's going to be 390 Madhu of Railways. $30.49 for Madhu of Railways, and it will be 166 Rimpi Dabas of Delhi for her third trial. $24.51 and it will be the turn of Sonu Kumari of Haryana. Yam Soumya of Railways is about to take a turn. 30.53 meters for 211. 30.53 meters for Sonu Kumari of Haryana, and it's going to be Yam Soumya of Railways to take a third trial.
ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਨਾ ਉਹ ਹੋਣਾ ਖੜਾ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬਿਜਲੀ ਦੀ ਬੰਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹੋ ਪਿਆ ਯਾਰ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਫੋਟੋਗ੍ਰਾਫਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਬਾਹਰ ਕਢਾਓ
37.20 meters is the first trial for Yam Soumya. 36.52 meters the second one. And the third one says it is 37.32 meters. Overall, she had bettered the previous two performances. It will be the turn of Helen Saji of Kerala.
जिनका कोई काम नहीं है घूम रहे हैं बिना मतलब थोड़ा बोलो तीन लोग हैं वहाँ पे बिना काम के बिना काम के हैं वो तीन जने वहाँ पे लेवलिंग पे हाँ फिट डाला हुआ है शोल्डर पे
For Helen Saji of Kerala, the first one is at 22.80 meters. The second one is at 19.60 meters.
वहाँ कितनी फीचर को बोल दो ना वो बोल देंगे
And now the third one had reached 21.53 meters. Maria Thomas of Kerala. The first one being false, second one happened to be at 29.26 meters. .17 meters in the third throw. It will be Ritu of Punjab to take her third trial. The first trial is at 27.94 meters. The second one is at 25.03 meters. And 27.33 meters. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, we would like to present you the point position of heptathlon athletes, including the previous event of long jump. That is Ritu of Punjab with 2,734 points. Helen Saji of Kerala, 3,079 points. Maria Thomas of Kerala, 3,251 points. Maria Thomas of Kerala, excluding this event, is at 3,127 points. Madhu of Railways with 3,251 points. Rimpi Dabas of Delhi, 3,436 points. Sonu Kumari of Haryana, 3,585 points. Yam Soumya of Railways, 3,610 points. Akshata of Karnataka, 3,657 points. Well, as we take you over to the triple jump arena, the third trial is in progress, and there is Puneet Kumar of Uttar Pradesh taking his third trial. .67 meters in the third trial for Puneet Kumar. It will be N. Anaz of Kerala to take his third trial. Gentlemen, with that, we are coming to the close of the events of the morning session of day 4 of the 60th National Open Athletics Championships 2021. And our afternoon session starts right at 2:30 p.m. with pole vault final for men. At 3 p.m., discus throw final for men. At 4 p.m., 400 meters final for men. At 4:10 p.m., triple jump final for women. At 4:30 p.m., 400-meter hurdles final for women. At 4:45 p.m., javelin throw final for women. At 5 p.m., 800 meters final for men. At 5:15 p.m., it will be 800 meters final for women. And as the last event today at 5:30 p.m., it will be the heptathlon Good afternoon, viewers. It is Telangana State Athletics Association under the auspices of Athletics Federation of India, welcoming you all for the fourth day's afternoon session events of the 60th National Open Athletic Championships 2021 at Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, Hanamkonda, Warangal. This is A.L. Muthu signing in at commentator's box. And as far as the afternoon schedule of today is concerned, in a very short while, we'll be taking up the final of pole vault for men. At 3 p.m., it will be the final of discus throw for men. At 4 p.m., it will be the final of 400-meter hurdles for men. At 4:10 p.m., it will be the final of triple jump for women. At 4:30, this will be the final of 400-meter hurdles for women. At 4:45 p.m., it will be the final of javelin throw for women. At 5 p.m., it will be the final of 800 meters for men. At 5:15, 800 meters final for women. And as the last event by 5:30 today, heptathlon athletes will be taking up their 800 meters, which will be the last event for them. And today we have 9 finals to go on in this afternoon session. Morning we had one final, that is 50-kilometer race walk for men. And this afternoon will witness 9 of the finals in this championship. And as far as the pole vault, in the men's section, 19 entries are over there. We will have to see how many reports. The national record for pole vault stands in the name of S. Siva with 5.30 meters created in 2018. The meet record also stands in the name of S. Siva with 5.10 meters created in the Interstate Athletics Championship at Ranchi in the year 2019, which happens to be the last edition of this championship. And to present you the results of the previous national meets, in the last edition of this championship, S. Siva of Services won the gold by crossing over 5.10 meters. Rambir Singh of Services won the silver for crossing over 5.00 meters. KP Biman of Railways won the bronze by crossing over 4.90 meters. Well, we are about to take up the presentation of the athletes for this final. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we take you over to the pole vault arena for the final of men, it is 504 Kundan of Services, 285 AK Siddharth of Kerala, 513 EB Anas Babu of Services. He happens to be the bronze medal winner of the last Federation Cup. 442 J. Preet of Railways. 445 is not available. Oh, he's there. 445 KP Biman of Railways. 636 Avanish Kumar of Uttar Pradesh. 637 Dhirendra Kumar of Uttar Pradesh. 231 Tanuj Kumar of Haryana, 131 M. Santosh Kumar of All India Police, 230 Parveen Kumar of Haryana, 590 R. Sakti Mahendran of Tamil Nadu, 290 S. Ashwin of Kerala, 547 S. Siva of Services. He happens to be the national record and meet record holder. 644 Alok Singh of Uttar Pradesh. 240 Prashant Singh Kankia of Haryana. 499 Devraj Singh Shekhawat of Rajasthan. 292 Abin Sani of Kerala. 474 Dharmaraj Tamilarasan of Railways. And bib number 150 V. Vignesh of All India Police. The national record for the pole vault stands in the name of S. Siva with 5.30 meters, created in the year 2018, while the meet record also stands in the name of S. Siva with 5.10 meters, created in 2019. Well, as far as the medal winners of the national championships are concerned, E.B. Anas Babu with bib number 513 representing services happens to be the bronze medal winner of the last Federation Cup for clearing 4.90 meters. K.P. Bimin with bib number 445 happens to be the bronze medal winner of the last edition of this championship with a clearance of 4.90 meters. Dhirendra Kumar, who is in this championship with bib number 637 representing Uttar Pradesh, happens to be the bronze medal winner of the last interstate with a clearance of 4.50 meters. Parveen Kumar of Haryana, who is in this championship with bib number 232, happens to be the silver medal winner of the last interstate athletics championship for a clearance of 4.50 meters. Yes, Siva happens to be the national and meet record holder. He also happens to be the gold medal winner of the last edition of this championship. Prashant Singh Kanhia of Haryana, who is in this championship with bib number 240, happens to be the gold medal winner of the last Federation Cup with a clearance of 5.10 meters. So almost 19 athletes are taking part in this event of pole vault. Following pole vault, we have discus throw final for men at 3 p.m. and the track event starts only at 4 p.m. with 400-meter hurdles for men, which will be final. or is at 4.20 meters. The first event for the afternoon session of the fourth day of the 60th National Open Athletics Championships 2021 here at Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, Hanamkonda, Warangal.
सारे फाइनल है ना सारे फाइनल
And that happens to be 290. Yes, Ashwin, for the height of 4.20 meters. And next it will be the turn of 644 Alok Singh of Uttar Pradesh for the height of 4.20 meters. Alok Singh was not able to be successful at this height of 4.20 meters.
He's putting very fast. The flag is putting very fast.
499 Devraj Singh Shekhawat of Rajasthan is moving on for 4.20 meters. He happens to be unsuccessful at this height. That happens to be 231 Tanuj Kumar of Haryana was unsuccessful. And next to take the trial will be 644 Alok Singh of Uttar Pradesh. He is taking his second trial at this height of 4.20 meters. That is Alok Singh of Uttar Pradesh. Having failed in his first attempt, moving for the second one. On the run. He had climbed up well and he was able to clear that height of 4.20 meters in his second attempt. And it will be Devraj Singh Shekhawat of Rajasthan. Devraj Singh Shekhawat of Rajasthan was not able to be successful in the second attempt too. And that is Tanuj Kumar of Haryana. In the third attempt, Tanuj Kumar of Haryana is able to be successful for the height of 4.20 meters. Having failed twice at this height of 4.20 meters, Devraj Singh Shaktawat of Rajasthan is about to take his third trial. He's on the move for the third trial. In that too, he is not able to be successful. With the jumps for 4.20 meters got over, the crossbar will be shifted to the next height. I hope it should be 4.40 for the next height. Should be 4.40. Show the scoreboard once. 4.40 will confirm. So from 4.20 meters, the height of the crossbar had been shifted to 4.40 meters. .285 AK Siddharth of Kerala was able to clear the height of 4.40 meters. And that happens to be an unsuccessful attempt for Avnish Kumar of Uttar Pradesh. Avnish Kumar of Uttar Pradesh was unsuccessful at this height of 4.40 meters. And it will be 231. Tanuj Kumar of Haryana to take his trial for 4.40 meters. And that happens to be a failure at the height of 4.40 meters for Tanuj Kumar in his first attempt. Two three two. Parveen Kumar of Haryana is about to take his trial, representing
Introduction of discus throw.
and that is Parveen Kumar. Parveen Kumar happens to be the silver medal winner of the last Interstate Athletics Championship. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we take you over to the discus throw arena to present you the men finalists. Bib number 340, Kirpal Singh of ONGC Sports Board. 215, Abhinav of Haryana. 507, Wazir of Services. 534, Praveen Kumar of Services.
This is the problem. I don't have bad data.
471, Karan Singh of Railways. As those athletes are not wearing the bib number, it is very difficult to follow and present you the introduction. 238, Nirbhai Singh of Haryana. 649, Deepak Yadav of Uttar Pradesh. 5 And as far as the discus throw is concerned, the national record stands in the name of Vikas Gowda with 66.28 meters, while the meet record stands in the name of Anil Kumar at 60.07 meters. As we are at the discus throw arena, it is Banu Sharma of Rajasthan who is taking his trial. And that happens to be 52.91. And now it will be the turn of Banveer Singh of Uttar Pradesh. I told him also that he is very, very slow. And that is the turn of 553 Gagandeep Singh of Services. That happens to be a throw of 53.31 meters for Gagandeep Singh. And next it will be Jagtar Singh of All India Police. That happens to be a throw of 50.92 meters. It will be Karan Singh of Railways to take up his first trial. That happens to be 51.13 meters. Kirpal Singh of ONGC Sports Board. Kirpal Singh happens to be the gold medal winner in all the past national championships in the last edition of this championship with 58.61 meters, in the interstate with 58.90 meters, and in the Federation Cup with 59.04 meters. And that is 58.10 meters in the first throw for Kirpal Singh. It's going to be 238. Nirbhai Singh of Haryana to take his trial. And that is Nirbhai Singh of Haryana who is about to take his turn. The first trial in discus throw arena for the men finalists are in progress. And that happens to be 52.40 meters. 52.40 being scored by Nirbhai Singh of Haryana in his first trial. Deepak Yadav of Uttar Pradesh is taking his first trial. Deepak Yadav will have to take his first trial. .59 for Deepak Yadav of Uttar Pradesh in his first throw. Abhinav is taking his second trial. Abhinav of Haryana moving on for his second trial. .54.41 for Abhinav in his second trial. And it will be the turn of Arjun of Railways for the second trial. And that is 54.41 for Arjun in the second trial. Arjun representing Railways. It will be the turn of Wazir of Services with bib number 507. The second trial is in progress in the discus throw arena for the men finalists. Banu Sharma of Rajasthan will have to take a second trial. 50.07. 50.07 for Wazir of Services. And it will be Praveen Kumar of Services. Praveen Kumar, 50.82 meters. It will be the turn of Banu Sharma of Rajasthan for the second trial with 52.91 meters in his first trial, and that got struck in the net. That happens to be a foul throw for Banu Sharma of Rajasthan. It will be Banveer Singh of Uttar Pradesh. Banveer Singh of Uttar Pradesh, 49.56 meters, 553. Gagandeep Singh of Services, who happens to be the silver medal winner of the last edition of this championship, bronze medal in the last Interstate Athletics Championship. In the last edition for silver medal, he had made a mark of 54.60 meters, and in the last interstate, he had made a mark of 56.33 meters for bronze medal. Well, that happens to be 52.86 meters for Jagtar Singh of All India Police, and it will be 471. Karan Singh of Railways taking his second trial. 51.13 happens to be the performance in his first trial. .22 meters in the second one for Karan Singh of Railways. It will be the turn of 340 Kirpal Singh for the second trial. At this stage, again, we'll have to make a mention that Kirpal Singh happens to be the gold medal winner in all the last nationals in the last edition for a performance of 58.61 meters in the last interstate, 58.90 meters in the last Federation Cup, 59.04 meters. And he happens to be the gold medal winner in all the three last national championships. And now it happens to be 59.58 meters. The first throw for him was at 58.10, and now he had improved to 59.58. It will be the turn of 238 Nirbhai Singh of Haryana. Nirbhai Singh of Haryana will be taking his turn. Nirbhai Singh of Haryana with 54.22. From 52.40, Nirbhai Singh of Haryana improved to 54.22 meters. It will be the turn of 649 Deepak Yadav of Uttar Pradesh. That happens to be a foul for Deepak Yadav of Uttar Pradesh. And as far as discus throw is concerned, in the last edition of this championship, gold medal winner happens to be Kirpal Singh of ONGC with 58.61. Gagandeep Singh of Services won the silver with 54.60 meters, while Harpreet Singh of Punjab won with 53.21 meters. In the last edition of the interstate, Kirpal Singh of Punjab with 58.90 meters for gold, Harpreet Singh of Punjab with 57.73 for silver, and Gagandeep Singh of Punjab with 56.33 meters for the bronze. And we are now moving on to the third trial. 215 Abhinav of Haryana had taken up his third trial. And as far as the Federation Cup is concerned, Kirpal Singh of Punjab happened to be the winner of gold medal with 59.04 meters, while Wazir of Haryana finished for silver, and that happens to be 55.45 in the third trial for Abhinav of Haryana. The bronze medal winner of the last Federation Cup happens to be Abhinav of Haryana with 55.79. And there is 432 Arjun of Railways. Arjun of Railways had taken his third trial. In the second trial, he had registered a mark of 54.41 meters. .66 meters by Arjun of Railways. And that is Wazir of Services moving in for the third trial. Wazir happens to be the silver medal winner of the last Federation Cup with a performance of 56.40 meters. And now he had taken his third trial, which happens to be foul. In the second one, he had registered a throw of 50.07 meters. It will be 534 Praveen Kumar of Services. Praveen Kumar of Services had registered earlier 50.82 meters, and now he is moving on for his third trial. Should be somewhere below 50 meters, little less than 50, I suppose. .55 meters for Praveen Kumar of Services. It will be 496 Banu Sharma of Rajasthan. Banu Sharma of Rajasthan had made a mark of 52.91 meters in his first trial, and the second one happened to be a foul, and this is the third one for him. Banu Sharma of Rajasthan 52.91 meters in his first trial. The second happened to be foul, and in the third, it is 46.96 meters. Banveer Singh of Uttar Pradesh is about to take his third trial. In the second one, he had registered a performance of 49.56 meters. And that happens to be 49.79 for Banveer Singh of Uttar Pradesh in the third trial. It will be Gagandeep Singh who will be on his third. Gagandeep Singh happens to be the silver medal winner of the last edition of this championship, bronze medal in the last interstate. Gagandeep Singh had registered 53.31 meters in his first trial, 56.34 in his second trial. Jagtar Singh of All India Police happens to be a foul. Jagtar Singh of All India Police made a foul in his third attempt, 50.92 meters in his first trial, 52.86 meters in his second trial. Third one happened to be foul. It will be the turn of Karan Singh of Railways to take up his third one. Somewhere around 50 meters mark. Karan Singh of Railways registered 51.13 meters in his first throw, 52.22 meters in his second throw, and 50.83 meters in his third throw. Three, 4-0. Kirpal Singh on his third one. Kirpal Singh, the winner of the gold medal in all the last nationals, last edition of this championship, interstate and Federation Cup as well. He had registered 58.10 meters in his first trial, 59.58 meters in his second trial. That is a good throw by Gagandeep. Kirpal Singh, 58.54. 58.54 meters for Kirpal Singh of ONGC Sports Board. It will be Nirbhai Singh of Haryana for the third one. That happens to be a foul. Nirbhai Singh registered 52.40 meters in his first trial, 54.22 meters in his second trial, and third one happened to be foul. Deepak Yadav of Uttar Pradesh moving in for the third trial. Deepak Yadav of Uttar Pradesh, somewhere around 49 meters it could be. Deepak Yadav registered a performance of 51.69 meters in his first trial, while the second happened to be foul for him. And this is the third one. It is 48.50 meters for Deepak Yadav of Uttar Pradesh. With three trials got over, they'll be working out on the seedings for further throws. They'll take some time. After that, we'll come back to discuss. And that is Kirpal Singh of ONGC Sports Board, the gold medal winner of all the last national championships. And we take you back to pole vault arena wherein we could find the men finalists in action. Show the scoreboard pole vault. The crossbar at the pole vault arena is at the height of 4.60 meters. That is a foul won by 513 EB Anas Babu of Services. EB Anas Babu of Services happens to be the bronze medal winner of the last Federation Cup with a performance of 4.90 meters. Four for two is about to take his trial. Jaypreet of Railways. Well, we are back to the discus throw arena wherein we could find bib number 141, Jagtar Singh of All India Police to take his fourth one. That's well beyond 50 meters. That's beyond 50 meters for Jagtar Singh of All India Police. This happens to be the fourth trial. .11 meters in the fourth trial for Jagtar Singh of All India Police. It will be Bhanu Sharma of Rajasthan to take his fourth one. That also happens to be a good throw, crossing almost 52-53. And as far as Banu Sharma of Rajasthan is concerned, his previous throws 52.91 in the first, second happened to be foul, third happened to be 46.96, and the fourth one with 53.10 meters. 238. Nirbhai Singh of Haryana is about to take his fourth trial. That is Nirbhai Singh of Haryana. This also happens to be a very good throw. Could be even beyond 53 or 54 meters. His previous throws 52.40 meters, 54.22 meters, and the foul. This happens to be 53.94. Of course, this is lesser than the second throw by Nirbhai Singh of Haryana. 432. Arjun of Railways is taking up his fourth one. The readings at the previous throw of Arjun of Railways 54.41 meters and 54.66 meters. .71 in the fourth trial for Arjun of Railways. 215. Abhinav of Haryana. That happens to be a good throw so far. Could be even beyond the 55 meters. Abhinav 54.41 meters in his second throw, 55.45 in his third, and 56.18 in his fourth. Gagandeep Singh of Services is about to take his fourth trial. Gagandeep Singh happens to be the silver medal winner of the last edition of this championship, while the bronze medal winner of the last interstate. Gagandeep Singh had made a mark of 53.31 meters, 56.34 meters, and a foul. 58.32 meters for Gagandeep Singh in his fourth trial. And that is Kirpal Singh of ONGC Sports Board. Kirpal Singh of ONGC Sports Board had registered 58.10 meters, 59.58 and 58.54 in his previous throws, and this happens to be at 57.51 meters. And now it will be the turn of Karan Singh of Railways with bib number 471. That could be a throw sub 50. In his earlier throws, 51.13 meters, 52.22 meters, and 50.83 meters. And for the fourth one, it is 51.69 meters. Jagtar Singh of All India Police is about to take his fifth trial. 50.92 meters, 52.86 meters foul, and 52.11 meters are his previous readings. The fifth throw got started. Jagtar Singh of All India Police, 49.88 in the fifth throw for Jagtar Singh of All India Police. Banu Sharma of Rajasthan will be taking his fifth trial now. That is Banu Singh of Rajasthan. And his earlier readings are at 52.91 meters foul, 46.96 meters, 53.10 meters, and this happens to be the fifth one for Banu Sharma of Rajasthan. This is at 52.66. It will be Nirbhai Singh of Haryana to take up his fifth trial. That is Nirbhai Singh of Haryana. Could be beyond 50 meters. As far as his previous readings are concerned, 52.40 meters, 54.22 meters, a foul, 53.94 meters. And that happens to be at 53.55 meters. It will be Arjun of Railways to take his fifth trial. Beyond 50, it could be somewhere around 55. The earlier readings of Arjun of Railways, 54.41 meters, 54.66 meters foul, and 52.71 meters. $53.73 for Arjun of Railways in his fifth trial. It will be Abhinav of Haryana who will be on his fifth one. Well balanced to remain in the ring without making a foul. Abhinav of Haryana in his second trial, 54.41 meters, 55.45 meters, 56.18 meters. 55.42 happens to be the fifth one for Abhinav of Haryana. It will be Gagandeep Singh of Services. That happens to be a big throw. Could be 1 or 2 meters less than 60. 53.31, 56.34, foul, and 58.32 meters are his earlier readings, and that is at 57.89. His previous one happens to be a better one with 58.32, and that is Kirpal Singh of ONGC Sports Board. And that appears to be the biggest throw so far. Or that happened to be Kirpal Singh of ONGC Sports Board had his earlier readings at 58.10 meters, 59.58, 58.54, and 57.51. Fifth one happened to be foul. It will be the turn of Karan Singh of Railways. Karan Singh of Railways is about to take his fifth trial. In progress, 471 Karan Singh of Railways is about to take his turn. And now we are moving on for the sixth. 141 Jagtar Singh of All India Police is taking his sixth trial. Of Rajasthan, to take his sixth trial. .48 meters for Banu Sharma in his sixth trial. It will be the turn of Nirbhai Singh of Haryana to take his sixth one. And that is Nirbhai Singh. Should be somewhere around 52. His earlier readings of 52.40 meters, 54.22, foul 53.94 and 53.55 meters. It will be Arjun of Railways to take his last trial.